Welcome back to Afternoon Express, where it is my favorite time of the day. Let's get eating, ladies. Chef Dumi, please remind us what we whipped up today.
We had quite a bit on this menu today, Balisa. We had a delicious starter, which we're about to dig into right now, a tuna tartare starter with smashed avo and some poppadoms.
Yeah.
And then we have a pork roulade with some, what's that word again?
It's crispy polenta.
No, the inside of the...
Oh, with duxelle.
Duxelle. With some duxelle in the center, and then we've got some sauteed pak choy at the bottom. And then to finish it off, a dessert that I feel anyone can have because it's got the benefits of fruitiness in there and then the decadence of a creamy ice cream, and that is your pear crisp dessert deliciousness.
That's what we're calling it.
A little bit of everything.
A
Well,
little bit
Chef,
of everything.
I'm going to pass my plate over to
Yes.
you. Please may you start with the tuna tartare for me.
Please.
Just the way that you like it. Now, Chef, as an entrepreneur, a lady in the business, making a way for herself, what is something for you that has truly stood out within being an entrepreneur and, of course, being starting your journey in your bespoke chefing?
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, my entrepreneurial career started out of a need, right? There's so much you can do in the industry. You sort of reach a ceiling because of circumstances. So I sort of saw a way forward for myself with the experience that I have and having worked with so many chefs all around the world. So I figured I could come back home and start something of my own, hopefully also try to create opportunities for others. So yeah.
So you saw a need, you reached the ceiling, and you decided to push through it. So when we do have a typical bespoke experience of yours, what can we expect?
Okay, so you're gonna find a menu that is, sometimes it's familiar ingredients, sometimes it's not, based on what you like. But what we do different is that we try to serve it in a finer dining way, almost Michelin, but we top it like a little bit, not to Michelin. We come with our own waiters in your space, I suppose, your own home or either a wedding, a baby shower, it does not matter.
Wow.
So that's the service we try to give you, a service you would get in a restaurant, but in the comfort of your own space.
I think that that's very critical right now, Mzansi, because we are still we should be under lockdown and making sure that we are staying safe and we are staying home. So I love the fact that we can celebrate any and every experience with you cooking it up in the kitchen. And if it tastes anything like this tuna tartare, I mean, congratulations. I love myself some tuna tartare, and this is one of the best I've tasted. Congratulations.
I started with dessert because I'm of the notion that you should start with dessert. And I have to say that concept of poaching at the bottom, starting with the liquid at the bottom and then the crustiness on the top, it makes sense because the pear is perfectly cooked. It's not overcooked. It's nice and crunchy. Still has a bit of that bite, but then the tart mixture that you crumble you've got on the top makes so much sense. The spices in there, girl. And I should probably put some ice cream on it, but it's just perfect on its own right now. It works
Cinnamon just brings out everything, right?
And the balance of flavors, even without the ice cream,
even without
is
the ice,
perfect.
it's amazing. It is beautiful.
I love that. So, Chef, as I am trying the main meal, again, I did tell you I'm going to let you know what I feel about it.
Do it.
I mean, what advice do you have for up-and-coming creatives behind the kitchen?
Look, passion, consistency, and to keep pushing. Like, there are so many challenges that we face, you know, not just being a woman, just like running a business in general. It's not easy, especially right now. But we keep pushing, you know, we search for new opportunities and a way to grow in the circumstances that we're in. Makes it easier.
Well, thank you so much for all of those tips and tricks. Listen, South Africa, this pork roulade is everything that Chef promised and so much more. The sweetness from those caramelized onions, the mushrooms in the center, absolutely delicious. But the crunchy outside, absolutely divine. How's the polenta there, girl?
I'm not to be like cheesy or anything, guys.
Wow, not to be cheesy to me.
The polenta is divine. And the one thing I love is that you've got that earthiness of the polenta itself working so well with the tanginess of the cheese. And well done. I mean, I think this is one of those dishes that you could have with anything. You know what you have with your meat, you can have it on its own. It is delicious. It is amazing. Well done.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the food. I've just been listening to you guys. I've not been digging it.
She hasn't even tasted her own food.
My food.
Well, luckily for you, Queen, we have reached the end of the show, so you can do as much eating as you want. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us here on Afternoon Express. Your expertise has truly been treasured.
Thank you so much for having me.
And do
really
me
appreciate
again
it.
for introducing us to the Queen. Cheers to you.
Queen's winning all day. Thank you.
I love
Cheers.
it. And here is to more Easter inspiration. Thank you so much, Mzansi, for tuning in. Good night, stay safe, and happy eating. Goodbye.